Welcome everyone. Today we're going to talk about ChatGPT, and this is an AI. If you don't know what AI is, let me read this definition. So artificial intelligence is the simulation of the human intelligence processes by machines, especially computer systems. Now, this course is designed for everyone. It's not only designed for programmers, web developers, designers. So this course is for everyone because I'm going to teach you how to use this ChatGPT for establishing your business, for finding ideas for your business, and growing your business. So that's why ChatGPT is such an important thing today. Now, we will cover a lot of things in this course, and I suggest you to start from the first one, right? So I don't want to skip things from this course because you're going to be more confused at the end. But I promise you, at the end of this course, your mind will be blown and you will love to learn a little bit more about ChatGPT. So what we're going to cover? We're going to cover what ChatGPT is, how to use ChatGPT, how to use ChatGPT to learn programming languages such as Python, how to debug your code and get rid of those nasty errors, and how you can use ChatGPT for writing content and SEO, ranking our websites. Good. Now we're going to use ChatGPT for Amazon SEO as well. We can use ChatGPT to create content for our social media platforms very fast, in a couple of seconds. We're going to use ChatGPT for web development. You will see how we can create a website using ChatGPT and how we can make that website dynamic. Now, ChatGPT is also very good for writing emails, which can be classified into personal or private and business. We can use ChatGPT for problem solving and therefore algorithms. Now, we're not going to stop there. We're going to learn so many things. We're going to learn how can use ChatGPT for writing copyright policies for our website business, right? How we can avoid plagiarism and how we can do automatic code generation. So without further ado, let's start. Let's learn how to use ChatGPT. So all you need to do is to open your browser and type ChatGPT, and you need to click on this link, openai.com. Now, if you click here, you can read about ChatGPT. So we have trained a model called ChatGPT, which interacts in a conversational way. You will see how this is working. So the dialogue format makes it possible for the ChatGPT to answer follow-up questions, admits its mistakes, challenge incorrect premises, and reject inappropriate requests. Now, all you need to do is to open this ChatGPT. So try ChatGPT, and I have already opened it. So I'm going to click on incognito mode. You don't have to do this. Just I'm going to show you what's going to happen when you click on the link. So when you click on the link, you will have login and sign up. And sometimes this page can be stuck because a lot of people or users are going there. Okay. So yeah, if it's not working at that stage, you just refresh or just wait for a while and it will start working. So all you need to do is to go to the sign up, and when you click to the sign up, here it is. It's not even working. So when you click to the sign up, there it is. It's going to start. It's going to request your email address. You're going to click I'm not robot. You need to verify your email. They're going to send you confirmation email. You need to click on that. Probably they need your phone number as well. And after that, you go back and you log in, right? So after you log in, this is what you're going to get. This is the current layout. Now in future, this might change, but at the moment you will have this. Now I prefer the dark mode because it's better for my eyes. In here, you can read what ChatGPT can do. So these are the examples of the queries or the questions we can ask. And there we write the questions. So explain quantum computing in simple terms, and you click this button or enter, or you click enter or return. Now, these are just examples what ChatGPT can do, right? The capabilities are here. Remember what user said earlier in the conversation, right? Allow the user to provide follow-up corrections, train to decline inappropriate requests. And here is the limitation. One of the limitations is that this model is trained to have the knowledge until 2021, right? So 2021. So yeah, it will not have, if you type what's the current weather today, it's not going to be able to provide you an answer because he doesn't know, this model is not trained for what's happening today, right? So may occasionally produce harmful instructions or biased content and generate incorrect information. Cool. Now, you can create the new chat here. Let's type first thing. Let's type our first query here, right? So if you are developer, for example, in programmer or programmer, what doesn't matter, then you can ask this: what programming language is the best to learn? And you click enter or return. So the best programming language to learn depends on your goals. Yeah. So some popular, there you go. So you're gonna have, so I can click stop generating. It will stop this one. And also you can regenerate the response. So it depends on what you're gonna learn, different programming. So sometimes it will give you a different, there is no one best programming language to learn. So as you can see, the ChatGPT, we are asking a question and we are getting a response which is like a human, right? So there is no best. When somebody asked me, one of the students asked me recently, what's the best programming language to start, right? And I said there is no best programming language to start. So, right, because they're different, depends on your goals, what you want to learn, what you want to start. You want to start web development or you just want to start simple programming, right? So there you go. Similar like us, this is the power of AI. And it marks your query here. So I don't know if I can make it this one bigger, but it's going to name according to your answer. So best programming language based on here. Now, if you want to make another one, a new chat, you click on the plus sign and you start asking new questions. So there you go. Now you know how to use ChatGPT. We're going to use ChatGPT for different things. So yeah, so this is just the start. Next thing that I want to show you is how we can learn a programming language using ChatGPT. Now, I haven't mentioned, but here you can join to the Discord. So OpenAI Discord, and there's a lot of members there. At the moment, there are 147,000 that are online. But look, they're registered, 1.7 million only. So these numbers will be different in future, but you can join them. You can put your name here. And yeah, you can join this Discord and ask questions. Also, updates and frequently asked questions are here. You can log out. Good. You can clear the conversation that we do with the, like this, right? Okay, now, how we can learn programming language. For example, you're new to programming and you want to start with Python, for example, but you don't know anything. So you can ask ChatGPT where to start. So let's do this. I want to learn Python. And then you say, give me a short list of the basic Python features. And enter return. Here's a short list of some basic Python features. Easy to read and write. This is not the one that I expected. Let's stop, regenerate it. This is the one that I expect. So these are the basic Python features that you want to learn. So variables and data types, operators, conditional statement, loops, functions, basic input outputs, basic error handling, right? So basic object-oriented concepts. These are the basic features of Python that you will need to get started with programming. How cool is this? Now, we can ask additional questions. I know the basic. So you can ask, give me an example. For example, it's saying here that we have different data types. So you want to learn about strings. You don't start with strings, but let's say that you want to start with learning about them. Okay, so say, give me an example of string data type in Python. And there you go. In Python, a string is a sequence of characters. It will tell you what it is, and it will create here a basic string. In this example, John Smith is a string, and we have assigned it to a variable name called name. You can use the plus operator to concatenate string, that means to join string, and the star operator to repeat a string a certain numbers of times. Here are a few examples. There you go. How cool is this? Right? And it's still going. If you want to regenerate the response, you can do it one more time. So there you go. Now you can use ChatGPT to learn a new programming language. The same thing can be applied for JavaScript. Whatever you want, you can ask ChatGPT, but it's not always certain that it will give you the correct answer. It's still in the early stages, but look at this. It's a very, very powerful thing. Okay, there you go. The thing I'm going to show you now, it's going to blow your mind. So if you are a programmer or developer, you're going to write a piece of code, and sometimes that code can have some basic or simple errors. And yeah, those errors sometimes can be innocent, but they throw an error and they block the execution of the rest of the code. So if you're using a professional tools like editors or code editors, right? So editors or IDEs, sorry, then you will spot those errors easily. But if you are a beginner, then sometimes you will not be able to solve them. So I'm going to create a very simple program or function that will calculate two numbers. And instead of passing two numbers to that function, I will pass one number and one string. And we know that when we try to calculate a number with that piece of text, then the program should crash and cause us an error. So don't worry if you don't know programming. This is going to be very simple. So I'm going to create here, I already created test_ChatGPT folder, and I'm going to use my VS Code editor, right? Let me just close it and start from beginning. So I'm going to use my VS Code editor to open that folder. And inside, I'm going to create a file, which will be test.py. And every time you see .py at the end extension, this is a Python file. And here I'm going to create the buggy code. Num1 will equal to 1. Num2 will be equal to string 2. Now, if you want to learn Python, I have a course about Python. I have actually two. One is a basic and the other one is advanced. You can take them. They're free here on my YouTube channel. So num1 is equal to 1, num2 is equal to string 2, and I'm going to create a function called define calc this, and I'm going to pass num1 and num2, and this function will be just returning this. Very simple, num1 plus num2, and let's store the whatever this function returns in a result variable and say calc this and pass num1 and num2. Then I'm just going to print the result. Let's save this one. So if we run this here, we will get the type error. This is an error because we're trying to calculate numbers and integer and strings. These are data types, right? Different data types. Now I've got the error and it's saying on which line it is. Now, because I know what's happening, I can easily fix it. But if you don't know, what you can do, copy this one, go back to your ChatGPT and paste and say, fix this for me. And do 3 quotes, paste it, the code, close it with 3 quotes again, and hit enter or return. Here is the correct version of the code. Look at this. It will give me the correct version. Convert num2 to an integer to allow for addition. Very good. There you go. And it gives you the explanation. In this version, the num2 variables is converted to integer before it's added to num1 in the calc this function, so the result of the addition will be an integer as well. Now, you might have a different version because this can create different versions. There's different way how to fix this, different ways. So let's copy this one. I'm going to comment the old buggy code and I'm going to paste the new one, right? And let's run it. The result is there, but I'm just going to clean the mess. Oops. There you go. I have the correct result now. 1 plus 2 should be 3. How cool is this? Now you know how to use ChatGPT to fix your bugs. And it can do a lot more, right? So there you go. Now, if you regenerate response, it can generate a new one or a different one. And if you run it on your account, it can be a different thing, okay? Well, let's see what's happening here. In the above code, you're trying to add, look, it's a different answer than the first one. And it will give me probably a different way. So it's only saying it didn't fix the code. It's only trying to add which will throw the error. It's telling us what was the error. So there you go. Now you know how you can use ChatGPT for code debugging. Okay, let's learn how we can use ChatGPT for SEO. So if you don't know what SEO is, you can ask ChatGPT. So let's say, what is SEO? And there you go. SEO stands for search engine optimization. It is a process of optimizing a website or web page to improve the visibility and ranking in search engine results through organic, non-paid means. And I'm going to leave you to read the rest of it. Now, imagine that we are a company that wants to sell Napolitana pizza flour type 00. And because this is very rare, not everyone is including this, right? Not everyone is writing a post or a page about selling this product. We can easily rank on Google if we have the right SEO. So therefore, we can use ChatGPT to write me a product page about Napolitan pizza flour type 00. So all we need to do is to say, we are pizza equipment company. Whoa, what's happening here? Stop generating. We are pizza, sorry about this, guys, equipment brand, not company. And let's say, please write me a product page that is optimized for the keyword. So we need to mention what keyword we want to optimize. Neapolitan pizza flour type 00. Sorry, you can include that, or mention, you can include that our flour can be used to make the best Neapolitan pizza, and hit enter. Sorry if I misspell anything, right? Now, I see some sort of problem here. Okay, there we go. So introducing our premium Neapolitan pizza flour type 00. Our flour is specifically designed to help create perfect Neapolitan pizza, known for its delicate and crispy crust. So I'm not going to read everything, but this is a nice piece of content. And we can copy this one and put it on our page, and we know that it's going to be ranked on Google very easily. Why? Well, look at this. How many times the keyword Neapolitan pizza flour is mentioned, but it's mentioned in a good way. So the keywords are not just thrown there, right? Here it is, Neapolitan pizza flour, and here it is, second time. So there is a content here, and we put that keyword inside the beautiful written content. Whether you're a professional pizza chef or a home cook, our flour is perfect choice for creating authentic Neapolitan pizza. Try it today. Now, if you put this one, if there are not many competition, right, then you can get some real sales. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Now you know how you can use ChatGPT for SEO. Do you know that we can use ChatGPT for Amazon SEO? Well, if you don't know, and if you're selling on Amazon, this is for you guys. So imagine that you're selling something on Amazon, right? It can be anything. For example, I sell books, or to be more specific, I sell books about programming language or about IT. So if you go on Amazon and type my name, Rick Sekulowski, there, and you will see all of the books, and if you buy the books, I will get money, right? But if my book description is not good, then you're not gonna buy it. So you're gonna look at the book and say, oh, what's wrong with this? So recently I've uploaded one book. I'm gonna show you. Here it is. This is one that I promoted for free, right? So you can get the course, this video course, for free, right? So look at the description. The description is bad. And if you want to buy this, and if it was priced like $2, $3, you would never buy this book, right? We say, oh, look, what's this? This is a bad description. So all you need to do is to copy this link here, right? go back to ChatGPT and say, write me 500 words book description about Python for beginners. And I'm gonna paste the link that I have, right? So hit enter, return, and wait. Look, there you go. Learn Python programming, an introduction to the Python language and computer programming. It's a comprehensive guide for beginners looking to learn the Python programming language. Written by experienced programmer R.S. Barlow, this book covers all the essential concepts. So if I run this one again, it will give me a different one. So I can copy the same thing because it's better than the one that I have at the moment, but I don't bother because that's for free and I just promote, right, for you guys, so you can start reading a little bit there and you can come to my course here, which is on YouTube, and learn about these things, right, for free. So there you go. I'm gonna stop generating. Oh, there it is. It's finished by itself and it's gonna name. So now you know how you can use ChatGPT to write your product pages on Amazon. Well, the reason is that I didn't mention this. Why you need this? Why you need to have a good product description? Well, if you don't have it, the Amazon will not likely to index your book, right? Now, if you type, so R.S. Barlow is my pen name, and the other one is Rick Sokolowski, so I've written many books. The other ones, they have very nice descriptions. Here it is. And that's why the people are getting the books from me. Okay, there you go. So now you know how you can use ChatGPT for Amazon SEO. We can use ChatGPT to create social media content. So we can use that content directly to Facebook, TikTok, LinkedIn, Twitter, yeah, you name it. So for example, I'm creating the course for ChatGPT and I would like to have a post for that is 250 words, and I can use that same post for my YouTube channel. So how I can do this? I'm gonna create the new chat here, right? And I'm gonna say, write me 250 words post about my new ChatGPT, right, course that I will put on, put on YouTube, and where I will teach, yep, I have the mistake there, where I will teach people how to use it, then write queries and start their own business. Okay, so if I hit enter, oh, an error happened. So sometimes this can happen. Let me just refresh. And it's good to happen to me, so you know it can happen to you. Now let's paste this one back, and I hope it's gonna work now. Yeah, here it is. Introducing the latest addition to our YouTube channel, the ChatGPT course. In this course, we will be teaching you everything you need to know about ChatGPT, from writing queries to start your own business. ChatGPT state-of-the-art language model that can generate human-like text. Very good. So I can use the same one. I'm just gonna copy it and put it on my YouTube post, right? So I can inform my subscribers that this is gonna be my new course. Look at this. Did I say 250 words? This is a little bit more. It's not 250. It's a little bit more. So I'm gonna stop generating. Now, there you go. You can use ChatGPT to create content for your social media accounts. Just like Google, we can use ChatGPT for simple queries. For example, you want to impress your girlfriend or boyfriend and you want to make a cake, but you don't know the ingredients, you don't know what you need, and before you go to the shopping center, you need to find out the ingredients. So what you can do here is gonna say, give me the tiramisu cake recipe. Let me just change this recipe and extract ingredients only. Now the chat GPT will give you the ingredients and probably will give you the instructions as well. But as you know, you can get this answer and train it. And we will see how we can use this answer and improve it in the next section, because this part here, what we have now, I'm gonna use it for the next part, which will be web development, and you are going to love that part. Let's finish this one. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's use ChatGPT to create web pages. Now, the thing is that here, my account is a little bit frozen at this stage, so it was very slow. I need to give the same query again, but the answer or the output is going to be different from the last time, but that is okay. I just want to tell you so you don't get confused. Now, I'm going to use, for example, imagine that you're a web developer and you want to create a web page where you have the image of the cake and the ingredients and instructions there, and so the people can read it and make this cake, right? So how we can do it? Well, we can just ask ChatGPT for this. So we say generate starter code and starter HTML code, and in the body include the ingredients from the above recipe as unordered list. And let's see if it's gonna work. There you go. Now this is the HTML code, right? If you don't know anything about HTML, it's all good, it's very basic. So what it's doing in the body is including these ingredients here as an unordered list. So yeah, this will take a little bit time to finish. Here it is. I'm just gonna copy the code. So what we're gonna do here, I'm gonna use Visual Studio Code, and here I'm gonna create a new file called index.html, and I'm gonna paste the code that was generated there. Now I have installed extension here, and it's live server, I think so, live server, and here it is, this one. So you can install it if you want, and you will have the icon here, so you can click go live, and look what will happen. Boom, I have my first HTML web page created by ChatGPT. Now what's next? So let's continue working here, right? So let's say that we want to add heading here. So let's say add the following heading: tiramisu cake recipe as heading 1 in the same template. Good. So yeah, this is happening because a lot of users using the ChatGPT. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pause this one here. Yep, here it is. It started again. So here it is. The H1 heading is added, tiramisu cake recipe. How cool is this? So we're gonna wait for a little bit. We're gonna copy. I'm gonna paste it back into the VS Code and see if the heading is there. How cool is this? Yeah, it's a little bit slow, and this can happen to you guys as well. It can get very slow, and sometimes a lot of users will use the ChatGPT to test it out. And yeah, now I'm just gonna paste it there, and I'm going to go back, and there you have it. So now you know how you can use ChatGPT to create a simple website. Oh, what we can do now, let's add a little bit of JavaScript code. What you think? So yes, we can do that. So let's say here, add Java, why it's not typing, add JavaScript code to toggle the unordered list when the heading 1 is clicked on. And yep, here it is. We didn't wait for this one. Good, here is the function. How cool is this? I love how the ChatGPT is doing its things, right? Here it is. It's adding the ID here, the ingredients. It's adding the onClick function here. So when you click it, this function will be executed. This is so perfect. So you can do a lot of things. Let me just, yeah, it's taking a little bit long. Okay, all done. Copy the code, paste it back, and go back to the website. Here it is. So we can refresh it. Ladies and gentlemen, I think now you understand how this is working. We can also say this, add CSS styles so our web page looks stylish. Let's see what was happening. Again, it will take a little bit of time, but yeah, here it is. It's adding the style inside the file, right? Not in a separate file, of course. But let's see what kind of style it will generate. I hope it's not gonna jam here in the middle. So yeah, I will have to redo the entire video again. But it's all good. So far it's working. Yep. This is the list elements. It's adding padding, margins. It's saying list style type none, padding, background color is this one. And it also writes, what? Comments. There you go. Please finish it. Don't get stuck. This happened to me before, so I know. I'm a little bit freaked out now, but yeah, okay. It's going. And sometimes there are cars in the background, so if you hear them, I'm sorry, but they're driving very fast here in this area. Yep. There you go. Now I'm gonna copy the code and let's see how our website will look now. Wow. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Now you know how you can use ChatGPT to create web pages. So you can add Bootstrap here to make more styles. The Bootstrap is an open source front-end development framework. You can add different things. You can add menus there, and yeah, explore, please. That's it. That's it about this part. ChatGPT can be used for algorithms and problem solving. Yeah. So we can use ChatGPT to solve riddles and problems for us. We know that the riddles are very tricky sometimes to solve them. So we can use ChatGPT. Now, I will give you one riddle, and this riddle sometimes you will get in your entry-level coding interview questions, and most of the junior developers will get stuck on this one because not every time we can just solve the riddle once we have it, right? So what I will do, I have here on my Word. So this is the puzzle of the riddle, and it's about the fox, about the man, the fox, the chicken, and the sack of corn. So let's read it together. You can pause the video after that, think about the solution, right? But if you can, we will solve this one with ChatGPT. So the puzzle is this. A man has to get a fox, a chicken, and a sack of corn across the river, right? He has a rowboat, and it can only carry him and one other thing. So only one other thing, right? If the fox and the chicken are left together, the fox will eat the chicken. If the chicken and the corn are left together, the chicken will eat the corn. How does the man do it? So this is the riddle. So what I can do, I'm just gonna copy the same thing here. I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna create a new chat, and I'm gonna refresh it because, yeah. So I'm gonna say here, solve this riddle for me and get the answer in ordered sequence. And I'm gonna use the 3 quotes and I'm gonna paste that one here, close the quotes. Let's see. I hope it's gonna work. Yeah, I'm gonna pause the video. And here it is. It took ChatGPT like a minute, but it's there now. So this is the solution. So the man takes the chicken across first and leave it on the other side. He goes back and takes the fox across, leaving the chicken behind. He takes the chicken back across and leaves it with the corn. He goes back and takes the fox across, leaving the chicken behind him again. He takes the chicken across for the final time. The man successfully transports all 3 items across the river without any of them being eaten. So there you go. Now you know how you can use ChatGPT and solve the riddle. Now, when you have the steps, it's easy for you to translate this into code if you're a developer, right? So if that is required from you, now you can create the code. We can use ChatGPT to write emails. They can be personal or business. For example, let's start with the personal. You have a friend that's turning 33 today and you want to write a funny email to him. So we can ask ChatGPT to create one for us. So write me a personal funny email to my friend. Let's change this. Email to my friend John for his 33rd birthday. Let's see what will happen. I hope it's gonna work. And yeah, I'm gonna pause the ChatGPT again. It started and here it is. Subject: happy 33rd birthday year, you old man. Hey John, this and that. It's a very interesting email. Every time you run it, you're gonna have different response. So speaking of which, I have a little surprise planned for your birthday night out. Let's just say that I know a certain 33-year-old who might be getting a senior discount at the club. Good one. Yes, happy birthday, cheers. And your name. So you can also add your name here. There you go. Now you know how you can use ChatGPT to create personal emails. What about business email? For example, imagine you have a tech store that is offering 50% of all of the products during the Black Friday. So let's do this. Write me an email where you mention that our tech store called GB Give Me 50 offers 50% on all of the products during Black Friday sale. Let's see. And again, I'm gonna pause the video, so I don't want this video to be super long. It finally started. So tiered value customer, we hope this email finds you well. As the holiday season approaches, we're excited to announce our Black Friday sale as GB Give Me 50 for one day only on November 26th. Yes, that's good. You will be able to take advantage of 50% off on all of our products, whether you are in the market for a new laptop, phone, gaming console. I didn't say this, I just said tech, right? It knows. Thank you for choosing GB for your tech needs. Happy shopping. Best GB Give Me 50 team. There you go. Congratulations. If you like the videos, if you like this course so far, just share, subscribe, do whatever you want. We can use ChatGPT to avoid plagiarism. So let's ask ChatGPT how we can do this. So how we can avoid plagiarism, and see if ChatGPT can help us to avoid plagiarism. It's important to properly cite any sources you use in your work. This includes giving credit to the original author by including, and paraphrasing as well, right? So we need to paraphrase. So some tools such as Grammarly, Turning, and this can be used to check your work against plagiarism, right? And also you need to use paraphrasing. You can't use the same words. So it is important to use your own words when paraphrasing or summarizing information rather than simply copying and pasting the text from a source. Now here, let me just show you. I've opened this MDM website and I'm just gonna copy this part, not the whole one. And let's see if this ChatGPT can help us to rewrite the following text to avoid plagiarism. So rewrite the following text to avoid plagiarism. And this text was downloaded from MDM website. Here it is. Let's see if this is gonna work. Probably it's gonna take a little bit. I'm just gonna pause the video. Surprisingly, I didn't wait so long. Yep, here it is. So the display plot plays a crucial role achieving page layout in CSS. And yeah, it doesn't say this. So it paraphrases. Nice. So let's finish this one. Let's leave it to finish it. It should not take so long, but as you can see, the text that we just provided is being changed or paraphrased in other words. So if we put this one with the proper citing, we should not get into trouble. How cool is this, right? So now you know how you can use ChatGPT to avoid plagiarism. Okay, we can also do automatic code generation. For example, if we want to create a function and we don't know how, right? In Python, for example, we can ask ChatGPT. So I want a function for a game called rock, paper, scissors. So I can ask the AI to create this function for me. So all I need to do is to say, write me a Python function for a game called rock, paper, scissors. And let's hope, sure, yeah, it even correct my spelling mistake. Here it is, import random list of possible options. So it gives me a list with 3 strings items. So then we have the user choice. Please enter a choice, rock, paper, scissors. That lower, everything will be translated to lowercase letters. And we're gonna test this one in our code. Let's see. So here we have else if. So first we have if, then else if block here. And there's the description. I can copy the code. I can go back to here and I'm gonna create a new file called rock, paper, and scissors like that, .py. I'm gonna paste it. So all I need to do is basically call this function somewhere at the end, right? And now save it, run it. Let me just clean the previous output. And it's gonna wait for us to type something. So I'm gonna say rock here, computer choose paper, you lose. And if I wanted to play a game, say paper, computer choose scissors, you lose. Okay, I want to play again. So scissors, computer choose paper, you win. Good. Now you know how you can use ChatGPT to generate or to create a code from nothing. Imagine that you have tax agency located in Melbourne, Australia, and you want to generate a copyright policy so you can use it on your website page so everyone can read it. Okay, so how you can do it? Well, you can ask the ChatGPT to generate one for you. So generate copyright policy for a tax agency in Melbourne. You can use whatever name you want. Australia. And that can be used on web page. And you can click generate, and this will generate the policy for you. This will take a while, so I'm going to pause the video. I don't want to waste your time with this, right? And there you go, the tax policy, copyright policy for the tax agency of Melbourne. It's here. How cool is this? Now you can see that this AI can do some things, not everything, but it can do most of the things very fast. And look at them, they're very good and detailed, right? So there you go. Now you know how to create copyright policies for your businesses. You can create mind-blowing AI art using ChatGPT. So Dall-e 2 is the new AI system created by OpenAI, same as a ChatGPT, right? So we can create a realistic images and art from a description in natural language. So all you need to do is to log in with the same credentials. So I'm gonna log in here and I'm gonna pause the video. I'm gonna put my credentials and I will see you on the other side. And here is where you type whatever your image needs to be. So if you, for example, if you want a flying panda, you put it here in words and click the generate, it will generate an image for you or a photo for you. So yeah, this should be detailed description, so it can take up to 400 characters. And when you register or when you log in first, you will have up to 50 free prompts. This is called prompts. Okay, so for example, let's say I want to have a cute panda that flying into purple sky. So if I go generate, it will generate something for me. Every time going to be different. And here are the recent tries. I have done it. Look, it can create beautiful art, right? So it takes a little bit long. Here it is. Now, as I mentioned, edit the detailed description. You can say, I want this picture to be more realistic, and you can do this, but make sure that you spell it right. So yeah, it will get you the same one, but more realistic, right? So you have 50 free, and each and every month, look at this. I like this one. So each and every month, you're gonna get 15 free more, right? But you can buy things if you want. Now, this is how you can write, and based on the text, we can get realistic images from the description in our natural language. But we can also upload things. So if I have on desktop picture or photo of Messi, so I'm gonna crop it now here, and I'm gonna go edit image. Now, this I want to. As you know, Messi won the World Cup recently, right, with Argentina, and I want to add falling confetti around Messi, right? So what we can do is we need to do the masking. So let's mask the upper part, right? Yep, like that. So I'm gonna mask this part here. Let's make it a little bit more better. So this is called the masking process, and you let go of your of the mouse, right? And so we mask the upper part of the image, and in the description we write, for example, World Cup with falling golden confetti. And let's click on generate, and it will generate something for us. So this is how you can use your own photo and add things to it, right? So it will not be always perfect and right, so you can adjust the description here. You can add more and more. Here it is. I like this one, I like this one. This one is the best. Okay, this was the original, and this one is the best. Look at this. How cool is this? And yeah, in the next one, I will tell you how we can go even one level up. And before we go, we can use ChatGPT to generate the ideas. So when we generate ideas, we can use that one here to create even more beautiful art, right? So that's why the OpenAI created Dall-e for us and ChatGPT, so they can work together. So I will see you in the next section, where we will discuss a little bit more about Dall-e too. So you can use Dall-e E2 prompt book to create even more realistic images. So they have released a prompt book called like this, right? So you can type on Google Dall-e 2 prompt book, and this book is detailed guide, and it's gonna tell you about all of this 3D art, prompt engineering, this and that, variations, editing, landscape, and yeah, it will teach you about everything. So I'm not gonna go through this. So I'm gonna just show you what I have learned from reading this guide. So I'm gonna be able to create something like this. All right. So you will be amazed. For example, panda chasing a scared fox, comma, and here I'm gonna say on a field, dawn, and photo realistic, and here I will say shadowy, and it will be all good if I type it right. So I'm gonna say generate. Will it generate here something? No. So it will again take time. And as you can see, reading this prompt book is gonna help you being more specific in your descriptions, right? Yeah, because I'm doing this, I'm gonna go back here, gonna paste it, and I'm gonna redo it. It was using the old messy picture right here. So as for abstract or impossible, here it is. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. It's crazy what this AI can do. So now you have the tools to create a professional, realistic images, and I suggest you to read this guide, okay? And you will learn a lot about it. So take care, and I will see you in the next one. So this is the end of the course. I hope you liked it. So I will say a little bit more about ChatGPT. It's what is my opinion about it. So ChatGPT is awesome. I can say it's awesome. It can help us do things very fast. But most of us, or the developers like me, are afraid that this AI in future can replace me. Well, that can be in future, not now. And because at this stage, this is just all in the testing phase, right? They test how things can go, right? But you should not be afraid, because the AI can help us developers to be even more efficient, right? To find solutions, to build code faster, and things like that. So some companies like Stack Overflow, they have temporary policies, and they banning ChatGPT to provide answers to the people questions. So for example, someone is asking from a question about, I don't know, a JavaScript method, it's not working, and they don't want ChatGPT to create those answers without expertise and willingness. So they just want a real person to answer it. So they just overreacting, but that's their policy, and I respect it. I just want an answer from a person. Really, I do prefer those answers than the answers from some robot or artificial intelligence. So that's my my opinion about ChatGPT. It's very, very important step for us, right? So that's pretty much it about this course. I hope you like it. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you see the possibilities, right? That what we can achieve with ChatGPT. So if you like it, please share, subscribe, and yeah, put a comment below. Share my content, and there you go. If you want to learn programming languages, you can. I have courses, full courses here on my channel about Python. You can check them out, right? And yeah, enjoy. I will see you in the next course.